Welcome to the Occult Gays, Basic Witches Lesson 3. I'm Kylan,
And I'm Riker.
and we're two melted popsicles here to teach you about grounding, centering, and shielding.
Seriously, though, I am a melted popsicle.
It's hot as fuck outside. It's like 90 so it's like last I checked it was like 96. Thought
Holy
I was gonna
hell.
roll over and I know! I wanna die.
No dying allowed.
Ugh. You doing your card first or my card?
Yeah, I can do mine first. I am using the Liminal Spirits Oracle deck by. Who's it by? Who made this? Laura Tempest Zakroff. Well then.
Eh,
It's a
love that for you.
mouthful of a name. And the card I pulled is Forest, and it says, many people mistake forests as being quiet places, but far from its fertile floor to, no, I'm sorry, but from its fertile floor to the highest branches, the forest is a community constantly in motion. The multitude of beings feed into a greater collective consciousness. Entering the forest requires being respectful of the world you enter while keeping your wits about you, lest you be led astray and quickly lose your way. The message behind this, or messages, are things may seem ordinary, but there are mystical forces afoot. Don't miss or try to explain things away just because you don't fully understand them. There will be a revelation soon. Light in the forest is often strange, blurring the line between day and night. Is it dusk or is it dawn? Your internal clock may be confused, but if you pay close attention to the denizens of the forest, you'll be clued in. Remember that you are part of a community. It is not a sign of weakness to ask for help, but rather a sign of strength.
Woo!
Yeah. I feel kind of
Love
called out
that.
by that card, not gonna lie.
Loser. Anyway. I am lazy, and I'm using my Disney Villains Tarot deck again. Written by Minerva Siegel, illustrated by Ellie Goldwyn. Wine? Goldwyn?
I,
Goldwyn?
I don't know.
It's spelled gold and wine. Anyway, call. Ah, I'm gonna just bite my tongue and pass away.
No.
The card I pulled is X of Wands, which, you know,
X of
I know
Wands?
X of Wands. I don't feel like searching up the number right now. So,
I believe
unless you want,
that's 9. No,
it's nine?
I think it's 10.
Are you sure?
Uh,
Please shut up.
it is 10.
10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, it's 10 of Wands. It's in the upright position. Shut your whore mouth. With success comes responsibilities. If you're feeling burdened or overwhelmed by a new role, remember that even the greatest villain. This card I pulled last time, didn't it?
I don't I don't know. Did you shuffle the deck and pull a new card, or did you just pull off the
I
top?
did. I pulled a new card. I shuffled and pulled a new card. This is the same fucking card last time.
I wonder if somebody's trying to tell you something.
I'm reshuffling. This is dumb. This is the exact same card. I'm like, I'm like 80% sure this is the same fucking card. I'm reshuffling.
Okay,
I'm mad now. What the? I
that's
don't
funny.
care about. I don't care if it's in. I don't care about the message right now. You can't be having repeats like this. Not right now. It's only the second time I've pulled a card. This damn. If I get it a third time,
I'm gonna laugh.
I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be so mad.
I'm gonna laugh so hard.
God damn it. There, something else. Ooh. Card I pulled this time is the world reversed. Now my book is reversed. Where here's just the world. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. The world represents completion, transformation, and achieving goals that have long been worked towards, such as the moment the mysterious beard horned king is finally able to summon the cauldron born. Reversed, the world indicates you're struggling to move forward. Are you having trouble getting over a personal failure or consumed by regret over something that happened in the past? This tarot card is a wake-up call. Your remorse is sabotaging your success. Make peace with the past so you can move forward with the future unencumbered. There are so many amazing things waiting for you just ahead.
I'm smiling really big because I feel like that called you out hardcore.
Why? 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 Tell me why.
Because apparently you needed it.
What the hell?
Hopefully somebody else needed it too.
Hopefully someone else did, because I'm ignoring it.
You always ignore it, which is why you're in the situation you're in.
What the hell? I did not ask for judgment.
Oh, there's no judgment, just facts.
Putting away these cards. I'm using a different deck next week.
That's probably a good idea.
I'm gonna use the one that's nice to me.
I'm thinking of using one of my mean ones next week.
All your decks are mean.
No, some of them are really mean. Okay, so I don't know why I said it that way.
Me either. Weirdo.
So we are talking about grounding, centering, and shielding. If you've ever looked into meditation, energy work, or metaphysical practices, there's a good chance you've heard the terms grounding, centering, and shielding. Three skills frequently used in these communities, yet rarely have they been defined, let alone provided instructions on how to do them. Grounding, centering, and shielding are, in my opinion, three essential tools every practitioner should know how to use. So, today, Kylan and I will be walking you through not only what they are, but how to successfully use them. For all these exercises, you'll want to be in a comfortable position. I prefer to be sitting cross-legged on a comfy cushion on the floor, my bed, or a couch. Or my couch, not a couch. Couches don't randomly appear, I promise.
Yeah, they do.
We'll give you one or two options for for how to visualize all three. However, energy work is a highly individual experience. What works for one person may not work for another. So we encourage you to use our suggestions as a starting point to find what works best for you. The important thing is that you are doing what feels right, even if it's not exactly what someone else said you should do. Which I
Okay.
think is like
So,
really important because like people will be like, no, you can't do it that way. You have to do it this way. And it's like, yeah, but what if it doesn't work for that person? Like at all. Just saying.
facts. So, yeah. Like, personally, I do lay down because I can't sit cross-legged for long or else I can't feel my foot.
My leg generally falls asleep. Just one of them falls asleep about 30 minutes in.
Yeah, I hate pins and needles. It pisses me off. I
I,
have a very short fuse though, so honestly,
yeah, I just plop my leg out in front of me and leave it like dangling off the side of my bed so the feeling slowly comes back.
love that. I usually lay down like Dracula style sometimes even. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
I think it's funny. I think that's how it started. It started off as a joke and now I genuinely do that.
You are absolutely ridiculous.
It started off as a joke in case Riley ever came, like, in case any of my siblings came and found me while I was in the middle of meditating. I thought it was funny. And now it's just the most comfortable way for me to do it.
Well, whatever works for you.
Most of the things I do start off as a joke.
I can't do it laying down. I'll fall asleep.
Loser?
Shut
Just
up.
kidding. I heard a lot of people can't meditate like how I guess you're supposed to because they end up falling asleep and I'm like, so what?
That's not how it's supposed to work. You're not supposed to be so comfortable that you fall asleep.
I
Meditation, you're
know, but
supposed to
like
be just comfortable enough that you can sit or be where you're at, but you're not so comfortable that you're going to fall asleep.
yeah, but it's like so what if you get a little nap in every once in a while? Naps are nice.
I
Then
will
again,
I will admit that sometimes even sitting cross-legged on my bed and just sitting there meditating, I have fallen asleep.
it'd be like that. Sometimes it's just a good way to decompress.
Or you're just exhausted.
That too. Honestly, it'd be like that.
Okay, so do you want to start us off with what grounding is?
Yes, sorry. My cousin keeps fucking texting me, trying to tell him to fuck off. Okay, so what is grounding? As we go through our lives, it's easy to become caught up in everything that is or isn't happening around us. Our growing to do list, the what ifs of the future, and wistful daydreams. These fast moving thoughts pull us further and further away from here and now. Grounding is the process of connecting yourself back to physical reality. Ah, it reminds us to live in the present moment and be conscious of what is happening around us. When you find yourself feeling detached from the real world, grounding can help you shift your focus and be mindful of the here and now. Some people take the term grounding literally and feel you should go outside to go around barefoot or lay in the grass to connect with earth and nature. While this is great and all, it can definitely help the experience, it's not always practical or possible. For example, it is the middle of summer and not always ideal to be wandering around barefoot, especially on concrete. Fuck, you want to burn the bottoms of your feet off? Anyway, heat waves are commonplace now. Heat exhaustion can happen easily. The steps we are giving you can be done anywhere inside or outside. You could start out by getting comfortable, close your eyes, and take some deep breaths. Focus on your breathing and be conscious of each inhale and exhale. When you feel ready, begin imagining that you have roots growing out of your body, digging into the earth. With each inhale, these roots growing stronger and deeper, pulling you further into the ground. As these roots grow, you should feel your body getting heavy. If you find yourself struggling, it might help to imagine your soul or consciousness being pulled back towards your body. Prior to this, it was floating among the clouds. Now, with each breath, it's pulling closer to your physical body. Once you feel completely relaxed and that your soul and physical body are one, it's time to move on to centering.
Yeah, grounding is really simple. People make it sound like it's so complicated, but it's actually really simple.
Exactly. Personally, if I'm like out in public, I try and like if I'm like feel like I'm just too far out there, I try and grab onto something cold
Hmm.
or like, you know. And at home, I keep a little wooden egg, which is the cutest thing.
Oh, is it that same? Is it that black wooden egg from the Witch Casket subscription box?
Yes, I love it.
We
I keep
highly recommend
it in
that
the drawer.
subscription box, by the way. It's amazing.
It is. I just can't afford it right now, or else I'd be getting it.
It's a good one.
It truly is. I love it.
I I don't know. How do I ground when I'm out and about? I have to think about that. I usually just
You don't
grip the
go out.
shopping cart tighter. I'm just like, don't kill anybody. But that's just me.
Yeah, especially when I was in school, both like K through 12 and college, I would always try and grab on something cold and metal
That
just
makes
to,
sense though, because like it like shocks you into quote
yeah,
unquote waking up type of thing.
yeah. So something cold is good.
I usually try to feel for something soft, like my shirt or my pant leg or something, and I'll just rub my hand on it.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So, moving on to centering. What is centering? Imagine the situation with us. You go to work every day. All day long, you're interacting with customers, doing your best to go above and beyond helping them. You wear a winning smile and maintain a peppy attitude as you interact with dozens of people throughout your shift. More than once, you have an upset or rude customer who is bitchy with you and generally unpleasant. By the end of the day, you're physically, mentally, and emotionally exhausted and want nothing more than to sit in front of the TV in your loungewear with a pile of snacks. Sound familiar? Because it does for me. And this is why centering is important. Everything in the universe is made up of energy, including you and us. As we walk through life, we give away pieces of our energy and collect bullshit from others. If we don't keep an eye on this exchange of energy, we can find ourselves carrying the weight of others' negativity while missing important pieces of our own soul. Centering is the practice of bringing the energy you've lost or have had stolen back to your body. while shedding the fucked energy you've collected from everybody else. In doing so, you restore balance to your soul and are able to more effectively get through life. So, how do you center? A key part of centering is knowing where your energy center is. If you aren't sure where it is located in yourself, fear not, fear not. We'll
You're
cover
not.
that in a future lesson.
No.
No. With your eyes closed, take a few deep breaths. As you breathe in, you are to imagine all of the energy that you have lost in the world coming back to you. This energy is going to fill you up and restore a feeling of fullness to your soul. On the exhale, you will imagine that you are blowing away the excess bullshit rubble from everyone else. All of the negative energy that has accumulated within you is being neutralized and sent away, leaving you feeling light and free. To accompany this, you'll want some form of visualization to aid the process. I personally imagine that my energy center is an empty bubble surrounded by thick bubbling tar and black smoke. With each inhale, my bubble is slowly filled with universal energy, and all the tar and black smoke that's around it is sent away. Some other visualization options are a puzzle with missing pieces. Each inhale adds pieces to the puzzle, while the exhale sends pieces away that don't fit. A book where positive affirmations are written on each inhale, negative words and comments are erased on the exhale. A garden where each inhalation results in a blooming flower and each exhale clears some weeds. Play around with these ideas and find out what works for you, because you want the visualization to be easy for you. You don't want to have to force the visualization. If it's not forming in your mind with ease, it's just going to stress you out and you're going to give up. So find imagery that resonates with you, that allows you to just sink into the meditation of centering, and it'll happen more naturally.
Yep. For me personally, it's kind of similar to Riker's here. I envision it as like just sludge, and like as I go through the motions of it, it like slowly cleanses away, slowly, but also every time I do it, there's such an accumulation.
I believe it.
Every single time. Every single time, I'm like, will it ever get better?
Well, if you ground and center and shield it, it would.
Anyway, we're ignoring the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Slightly off topic, but have we posted the episodes to YouTube?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I just never mention it.
Oh my god.
I keep forgetting to mention our socials and everything at the end of everything.
You didn't even tell me that!
I know, you didn't even know we had a website.
Right? God damn it! Okay, we're moving on to shielding. What is shielding? The final step of this 3-step process is shielding. Shielding is the act of protecting yourself from energetic attacks or drainage. I'm already tired. Okay. Remember the work scenario that Riker had you imagined previously. If you had properly shielded before your shift, you would not have experienced such a profound energy drain. By constructing an energetic shield around you, you're essentially and effectively preventing any energy that is not for your greatest and highest good from reaching you. I need to use my nebulizer.
Are you dying?
Maybe. A little bit. Anyway. The negativity from others won't be as profound of an impact on you. You won't feel as much of a strain from the shitty energy of day-to-day life. Of the 3, shielding seems to be the most difficult. But don't let it dissuade you. With practice, it becomes easier, and it truly does make a difference in your emotional, mental, and metaphysical health. How to shield. It is easiest to shield after centering, but it's not necessary if you don't center beforehand. I would recommend taking a few deep breaths to relax your mind. Start by closing your eyes and taking a moment to build up some energy. To do this, focus on your energy center and feel the energy pulsating within you. When you feel you've amped up enough energy to take some deep breaths as you breathe in, imagine that the air is filling you with positive energy. You'll want to repeat this until you feel completely full of positive energy. Next, you need to focus this energy, continue taking deep breaths. Only now on the exhale, you want to imagine your energy center opening up. Once you feel it is completely open, visualize the energy you've built up expanding from it. This positive energy is what you'll use to form your shield. The first few times you shield, take time to get to know your energy. Identify as many characteristics as you can, such as what color is it, what is it made of, light, darkness, liquid, something else entirely. How does it move around? The stronger the visualization, the more effective your shield will be. Allow this energy to completely surround you. Imagine it forming a protective sphere around you. Focus on the intent of the shield, allowing only energies that are for your greatest and highest good through. This part can take some time, but it's worth it. After all, the shield is only as strong as you make it. ah, dying. Anyway, when you're ready, it's important to close off your energy center. If this step is skipped, your energy will be able to continue to flow freely from you, which is what we don't want. We don't want. Anyway, one way to do this is to imagine all the energy you've stirred up snapping away from you like a rubber band, and then focus on closing your energy center till you can no longer feel the energy flowing. With some practice, you'll be able to determine what works best for you.
Definitely. I when I shield, I do it very intensely, but that's because over time I have developed my own shielding process. I use these three skills every single day, and I have noticed a huge improvement in my own emotional, metaphysical well being as a result. It can seem like a lot at first. Just remember that practice makes perfect. As you do these more frequently, you'll start to learn what works for you and what doesn't. These practices are also a great way to become more familiar with your energy and can help you learn to manipulate it. Like, for instance, the color of my energy is like an indigo purple color, and it's kind of like a smoky darkness, and it kind of moves around like smoke. And I've only learned that because I've taken the time to get to know my energy and to work with it. Do you know what yours is like?
Not really. I guess it hinges on how I'm feeling, because I'll be honest, a lot of my stuff is heavily influenced by my emotions. A lot of my life is. I'm a very emotional person. What does mine look like to you? Because I know you've mentioned that to me before, actually, how you've gotten more of a feel for energy, like visual wise.
Mm-hmm.
What does mine look like to you?
I would have to say it depends on the day because sometimes it's darker and other times it's lighter, but it's usually like a soft blue.
That is so cute. Yeah. For me, it depends on how I'm feeling. When I do, I'll be honest, it's often that I do try and close everything out instead of letting things in. So when it's on those types of days, it's more of just a simple, like, matte black. And probably not the healthiest thing to do, but
It's
it is
not.
something I do. Shut up.
I do something similar sometimes, so you're not
Usually a
alone.
matte black. And I've noticed in those times it's good to, like, I guess it is good for shielding because I'm blocking everything out.
Including
But
your own
because
emotions.
because I am also blocking everything out, that includes good and bad. So I will admit, not recommend. Probably not recommended.
10 out of 10 do
But
not recommend.
literally, literally. So on those days, but sometimes if I'm in like a good mood, it's more of like, do you know what royal purple looks like?
Yeah.
So when I'm in a good mood, that's what I envision it is. Like a royal purple kind of like cloth,
Mm-hmm.
and instead of like a smoke, like with the black matte black,
Mm-hmm.
it's more of like a cloth encompassing it.
Interesting. I know when
So
I'm in a
it
bad
gets
mood, mine becomes more liquidy and it's like black, brackish water.
fair. When I'm in a bad mood, it is like a matte black smoke that's just like suffocating.
Yeah,
But
well,
to everything,
I'm pretty
which
sure
makes
your
sense.
main element is fire, so that works.
Yeah. But when I'm in a good mood, it's a nice, like silky type of royal purple cloth. If I'm in a angry type of mood, it very much is fire. Like blue hot fire. You know that. You know what blue fire looks like
Yeah,
and how hot that is.
yeah.
So if I am angry, that is definitely what it looks.
If I'm
But yeah.
angry, mine. What does mine do? I don't know. I've never really paid attention to it when I'm angry. Because it takes a lot to push me to even become angry.
Oh no, I have the shortest temper ever.
I have insane tolerance and patience for people, but once I'm pushed to that point, it's best to just leave me alone because I will lash out physically. Like, I have punched walls so that I won't punch another person.
Damn, you should have just punched him.
Like, even as
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
walking away, if they continue talking to me, I'll punch the wall so that I don't turn around and just throat punch them.
Something I love to live by is talk shit, get hit. Like,
Yeah,
personally,
I mean, it's true.
Aries thinks it's Aries thinks it's funny.
Of course he does. It's because he has
Well,
rage issues as well.
we are living our best life.
I think he's living his better than yours though. I gotta say that.
Probably. He has a wife and kids, and I'm by myself because I'm afraid of commitment.
I mean, samesies.
Uh, doesn't Asmo have a wife?
Yeah, Lilith.
What up?
He's with the younger aspect of Lilith, while
Makes
Lucifer
sense.
is with the older aspect. And then there's the
Mm-hmm.
spider aspect.
What?
She's got a few different aspects to her.
Is Hermes married? I don't think so.
Hermes is a free agent.
Yeah, I'm like, as far as I knew, he was he was just living his best life out there,
Oh yeah, you can't tie him down.
fully. But yeah,
And it works
Aries
for him
has.
because he likes nymphs, so and they don't necessarily commit, so he's fine.
Yeah, yeah, that is very true. What can I say? Very true.
And Medusa,
Yeah.
she's not married to anybody either. It
See,
would be weird if Medusa was married. I'd be like, "Are you okay?"
it would be real weird. Probably why Aries and Lucifer are always so worried. Because they're both married and like happily married, and I'm over here like, I don't want to commit. I don't
You don't even leave
commit
your
to this.
house enough to go meet anybody, so don't worry about it.
That's facts.
Plus, you live in the middle of nowhere, so your selection pool is kind of tiny.
They're they're so scary. All the women around here want to move in with you, and I can't handle that.
That that's just everywhere, right?
What?
It's called U-hauling.
Oh my god.
It's when women couples or lesbian couples get together and like within a few weeks they're like, "Yeah, let's move in together." And it's called
Oh my
U-hauling.
god. Oh my god. That's scary.
Gay guys don't do that. We avoid that kind of thing.
That is so scary. Oh my god. Now I really don't want to date even more.
Not every lesbian is that way. Obviously, you're not.
I'm not. Oh my god.
But you don't need
Plus,
to
the red.
date somebody else that also has commitment issues because then neither of you will get anywhere with each other.
That's fact. Yeah. Any other different like colors that you've noticed with yourself for your?
If I'm really happy, the indigo tends to go like a brighter, like almost lavender color, I want to say. But that's like if I'm really happy and enjoying what's going on.
That's fair.
So that's rare.
Have we talked about companions?
No.
Like mentioned them?
No.
Oh shit. Should we wait to mention? Okay, well I'm gonna mention my companions anyway.
Okay.
When I am doing like shielding, if I do have one of my companions with me, which is honestly more often than not, it'll be like their energy is mixed with it, which honestly makes it so much fun.
And
I love
stronger.
and stronger too, but you know, I don't really care much about the strength as much as I probably should, which is why probably why one of them is usually like, "Oh fuck, she's doing it today. Who's who's taking the lot to go?"
Your poor companions.
They're so sweet. I adore them, and they worry for me.
Yes, they do.
So yeah, I like to see our energies mix because I think it's so cute. I love to see the colors and like the whole thing mix. I love it. Fascinating.
Yeah. My companions like to layer. Like, so they're like, okay, do your shield. So I do my shield, and then they'll layer a shield, and then another one will layer their shield. And, and I'm like, guys, I don't need to be in like a lead ball.
Yes, you do. Obviously. See, mine like to reinforce what I'm doing because they really want me to fucking do it myself.
Yeah, see, I do it myself, and then they add on to it.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll the way as I do more stuff, they would probably do something similar. But until I actually start doing more stuff, they're just like, please, for the love of all the demons, all just please. I'm like, well, that was fun. Let's do it again next time.
And they're just like, and this is why you're so fucked up.
Yeah, that's facts.
It's
They called me a
fine.
big. Literally, it's fine. I'm fine.
No, you're not. You're so far from fine.
What? So far from fine. I'm living my damned best.
I mean, are you?
Sort of. I'm
Exactly.
I'm doing my damned best with what I got.
Are you?
Probably.
Really?
I don't know. You know, I'm alive. What more do you want from me?
A little extra self care would be good.
You're asking too much.
Not really.
You're whack.
Kylan is the perfect example of why you should ground, center, and shield.
Consistently.
Yes, on a regular, consistent basis.
I
Otherwise,
do.
struggle with it like she does.
I will, in fact, struggle with it. I do it when I feel like it.
Which is what, once a month?
Yeah, pretty much. And it's too hot to sunbathe right now. I think I'll die out there. So that isn't helping.
That's true. It is hot.
It is hot as fuck. I want to just roll up in a ball and pass away. It's so hot. And then our fridge is broken, so now, well, one of our fridges is broken. We have two of them, but
Well, at least you have another one.
yeah, it's. I think it's whack that the newer one broke down, but not our older one.
That's funny.
I'm pissed because now I don't have ice.
Oh,
We don't have an ice maker or ice cube trays. So,
wow.
because our fridge made ice, how were we supposed to know it was gonna fucking break?
My fridge broke. Well, it's not broken, just the ice maker broke. So, like, every time we turn it on, it bleeds pink onto the floor.
Oh my god,
So we turn it off because
that is
it doesn't do
terrifying.
anything.
Why is it bleeding pink?
I don't know. It's alive.
I guess. Terrifying. Ours just got water everywhere.
I think
The
I think the pink is that pink algae that happens or mold that happens with ice, which isn't a good sign. Or
You
it
know,
mixed with Kool-Aid on the floor.
y'all keep Kool-Aid in the freezer?
No. I'm just saying some of the powder might have gotten on the floor while somebody was making some, and then the water mixed with it and turned pink.
Uh, Terrifying. No, the cooling mechanism wasn't working in it.
Hmm.
So it still could make ice, but if you didn't get it out fast enough, it would melt and make a fucking mess.
Oh,
And everything in the freezer de-thawed, and everything in the fridge was warm, and we had to get rid of so much. And my
because you guys
papa
didn't
was not.
realize that it was broken?
No, we were all sleeping. It broke in the middle of the night, I guess.
Oh.
So we don't know what happened. Wasted a decent amount of food. My papa was not happy, which was fair considering he buys groceries. But then again, the stuff that did thaw out probably was in there for a while, like in the freezer part,
Hmm.
which is like, that's, I guess, a blessing in disguise because that fucking deer meat has been in there forever. Ugh.
Clearly nobody likes it.
No, my papa does, but he's the only one who does.
Oh, so it's eaten very slowly.
Yep.
Do you,
I don't like deer meat. It's gross.
I don't remember what deer meat tastes like. I used to eat it in Alaska, but that was when I was under the age of 6, so
My papa made deer meat tacos the other day.
that's okay.
I was like, that's gross. But have fun, papa. I made myself a sandwich because I was not going to eat that. I don't eat tacos anyway. I don't like meat for the most part. I'm My mom thought I was a vegetarian, and I'm like, no, I'm just a picky bitch.
I'm pretty much vegetarian or vegan. I don't like the taste of meat.
I don't like the taste of meat either. Occasionally, if it's offered, I'll eat chicken, but I don't like hamburger very much. I'll eat hot dogs every once in a while, but only a specific brand.
Like if I could
Which,
choose, I will always choose the non-meat variation. I don't like the real meat version. I always get
yeah,
something gross.
that's fair. Like your fucking Beyond Hamburgers.
Hmm. I love my Beyond hamburgers. They're so good.
Yeah, sounds weird. I want to. I wanted to buy tofu, but I didn't have the confidence to ask my papa to buy me tofu.
Have you even ever had tofu?
Nope. I wanted to try it. That's why I wanted to buy it, but I didn't want to buy it and it be wasted if I didn't like it.
You won't like it.
The fuck?
I'm pretty sure you won't like it because you don't even know how to prepare it.
Well, I could search up videos on how to prepare it. Apparently, my cousin Jojo likes it because she made chicken fajitas, but with tofu instead of chicken,
Hmm.
and she said it was pretty good. And I'm like, I trust Jojo. Apparently, she prepared it all correctly and whatever. And I'm like, fair enough.
Well, she knows what she's
So
doing.
she does. She watched a fuck ton of YouTube videos on how to prepare it, and I could do that. How does tofu taste?
Like nothing?
Okay, fair enough.
Well, I mean, it has a flavor, but it's hard to describe because it's like a nothing flavor.
Kind of like chicken.
No, not even close.
I just meant like the weak flavor type.
It's weaker than that. Like it's very, very subtle,
Oh,
which makes it
so
really
it just
easy to season.
so I'm like, whatever I season with, it'll be pretty good.
I mean,
Find the right seasoning.
yeah. Going back to shielding,
Sorry.
I was
Yeah,
wondering if you
yeah.
noticed when you sunbathe if your energy changes.
Oh, kinda. It does have a more warm feeling to it, actually.
Hmm.
It doesn't change visual wise, but feeling wise, it does feel a lot warmer, which is pretty nice depending on time of year.
Yeah,
I haven't been sunbathing because it's too hot and I can't handle it.
because you're a weak sauce.
96 outside. I'll die of a heat stroke. What about with you?
What?
You do any sunbathing, moonbathing, whatever?
Um, Occasionally I'll kind of do some moonbathing. I guess when I do that, my energy takes on a like silver type shimmer to it.
Hmm.
And I think that's just because I'm staring at the moon and I just think of like silver with it, so my energy takes on that shimmer.
That's fair. I
That's
haven't
my
done
theory, anyways.
moonbathing. That's fair. I haven't done moonbathing in a long time. I used to do it every single night when I was real young, and but this was before I was like deadly terrified of bugs, and now I don't really go outside as much because of paranoia. So yeah, fun times.
Yeah, sounds fun.
Yep,
How come you don't
the
moonbathe
grasshoppers.
anymore?
I'm afraid of moths coming near me,
Ah, right. The moths.
which I shouldn't, considering that's also one of Lucifer's like affiliated stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But I'm but I'm terrified of bugs. Terrified.
I'm still surprised that Aries doesn't have a bug association, because I would think it'd be like a scorpion or, you know,
Nope. He's got
something.
snakes. Got snakes,
Which seems so
vultures,
weird.
owls. Why?
The snakes, just. Snakes are usually with tricksters, like Loki and Hermes and and trickster deities like them. So it's just weird that Aries has snakes because he's not.
Not a trickster.
Yeah,
In fact, he prefers fighting people head on, which is fair.
yeah.
I'd box anybody head on.
Well, Lucifer also has an association with snakes.
Yeah.
So does Lilith.
See? Oh god. Stop bringing them up! Damn it! I'm avoiding Lilith and Aphrodite for a reason. Since I'm a puss cake.
Yes, you are. Though I got to admit, it sounded like you said puss pig, not puss cake.
What the fuck? God damn it. I got a lot of mucus buildup for some reason.
I wonder if it could be allergies.
I wonder if it's the smoke outside because Canada's on fire.
I wonder if it could be both.
Probably.
You little shit.
I should probably take my meds too. Anyway, but yeah. So I don't do moonbathing.
Because you're afraid of the
I'm,
moths.
I'm afraid of the moths because there's a fuck ton out here in the middle of nowhere.
Hmm.
But yeah, when I did do sunbathing, when it's not too hot outside, my energy does take on a more warmer feeling.
Does the color change at all?
Uh, Not that I really notice. I don't think it's more of a color change, more of like the vibe of it, the
Hmm.
feeling of it instead of the color of it.
That makes sense.
Very much a feely type of person though, so
Yeah.
what can I say? Speaking of feely type of person, fucking one of my companions melted through my plastic tray I had for her. So
Is it the same one who burned the wall?
yeah, what, bro? Calm down.
She can't help it.
I know, but still, goddamn.
Also, why did you have it on a plastic tray? That's like fire
Because
fire safety 101, not on plastic.
you think I have, um, it was a tray that I had, and I thought it was cute for her. Didn't know she'd set shit on fire like that. My DAD.
Yeah, now you know better.
Mm.
She set shit on fire. It's what she does.
Most of them have, well, okay. So after that incident, I have a wooden shelf for her, and that keeps a, probably also not a good idea. But um, only two of the others, which are not fire related, have plastic trays, and one of them has a metal container because it was part of a Valentine's like box.
That's interesting.
And
Usually the Valentine's box are plastic inside.
nah, it's a Dove heart, like chocolates box.
Oh, like a tin?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So he thought it was pretty cute, and I'm like, sure, you can have it. I don't care.
You need to get like fire safe trays for them.
Uh, yeah. One of my companions does have a bamboo. Well, I'll be honest, it's a cutting board, but he wanted it as a tray, and I was like, sure. Who am I to say no to you?
That's just special.
Exactly. So it's bamboo. He's the only one who has like that. The other two both got their trays separately on Halloween.
I
Their
wonder if we should
Halloween tray.
emphasize what companions are at least a little bit.
At least you probably. I completely forgot about that for a minute.
They're, I guess, I mean, they're just entities that have chosen to essentially be,
Buddy old pals.
yeah, but but it's like deeper than that. It's because they're bound to a vessel, but they don't live in the vessel or anything. They're not like trapped to it. They're just
They're not shitty genies.
right. Their energy is just linked to the vessel, which is usually a pendant or like a bracelet or something like that. And their energy is tied to it so that they have a stronger foothold in our realm.
They still got homes.
Yeah. Because, like, my companions, for example, I have a Reaper type entity with me. I have a Dark Elf with me. Uh, I have a Warden of Anubis with me, and a Succubus Queen. And I don't know why I can't remember them all when I don't have that many. Oh, I have two Devourers. They're kind of like energy. Well, they're not kind of. They're energy eaters.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, companions are
But
cool. We should
they are.
probably do an episode on them.
We should. Okay, so I wanna say what my companions are because I adore them.
Okay.
One of them is the one that I've been with the longest, multiple lifetimes, in fact, is a chaos. Love him, adore him. And the other one is a phantasmal, which is like a reaper, you know. And then I got a shadow shifter who takes on the form of a panther because it's cute. Snorted. I think he's cute, even if he doesn't like me calling him cute. Anyway, the other one is an abyssal eel. Also adore him. Met him in a dream. Went to his realm. Fun times. I also have a mountain nymph. Adore her. Funny as hell.
Yeah.
Fun as hell. Always down to go on adventures. Um, I also have a draconian succubus. She bullies me to shower. And
Self care.
then I have an ar- arcanetic. Is that how you pronounce it?
Arc- Arcanetic, yeah.
Arcanetic. Yeah. She is a specialist who is living her best life. Iconic. Then I also have an arcanetic healer, also iconic, also living her best life.
Also trying to get you to take care of yourself.
Also wants me to take care of myself. But honestly, all the girls will box the boys, and the boys are just like, "What did we do?" Because my boys indulge me apparently too much.
That's
I'm like,
funny.
so when it comes to self care, the boys are not allowed to say anything because I am a big baby. So yeah, fun times, fun times.
Yeah. Actually, we're both unique in the sense that we've had a companion that's been with us for multiple lifetimes. Couldn't think of the word for a
Yes,
second.
and they're besties.
Yeah, they actually know each other because we met in a past life and they were like, oh, hey. And then they became friends
And now they like to complain about us
to each other.
to each other.
Yep.
Should I take my pills with this moon water? Because I don't want to get up and go get a water bottle.
I mean, is the moon water distilled or is it just tap?
It's tap, but it's spring water.
I
We have a
mean,
natural spring.
okay.
I'm taking. I can open it. Then again, it hasn't been opened since 2021.
I I don't know if that's the safest thing to do.
Smells like water.
Christ.
Still tastes like water. I'm drinking it. Taking my pills with moon water. It's full moon water from the partial blood lunar eclipse.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. And now I'm taking it with my antidepressants.
Such a good use for it.
Exactly.
Pill go down the wrong way?
No, one of the pills dissolved on my tongue.
Oh, I hate
Moon
when that
spell.
happens.
I'll be honest, I only used this moon water one time before with a certain spell.
Mm-hmm.
So, and now I'm using it to take my pills. Putting
Well,
it to good use.
I mean, that's one way to use it.
Yeah. We should do an episode. Oh my god. Okay. We should do an episode on companions, but how soon should we do that?
I
What should
don't,
our next episode be?
um, I don't know. We could do it on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. I don't think spirit keeping is really beginner friendly, is it? I don't think so.
I mean, it can be beginner friendly, I suppose.
Depending on the race
That's
and
true.
what the relationship between the companion and the keeper want.
Mm-hmm. That's what the
So,
human counterpart is called, is the spirit keeper.
yes.
Which is really weird, because it's like, you don't, you're not
You're
collecting
not
them.
keeping them.
It's not like a
They're
Pokemon
Pokemon.
thing.
Collecting emo bastards like a Pokemon trainer.
I should also mention that all of the entities that we talked about, except for my dark elf, are all demons.
Mine are all demons except for the nymph.
Yep.
They're big chillin'. Let me tell you what. Just because she's a nymph too does not mean she takes shit from the demons.
No. She's a short little,
She's got a short fuse, just like me.
and she's tiny, physically.
What the fuck? Not part of too.
I mean,
I will.
especially around the others, she's like itty bitty.
Yes. Just because the others are fucking ginormous, don't mean shit. She will box any of them any day, and I think she's tried
I
at
wouldn't
least
doubt it.
once. I think the only one she hasn't tried to box is like my succubus, which is kind of fair.
Yeah, your succubus
Uh,
is pretty intimidating.
oh yeah, she goes toe to toe with the Reaper. Like those two are so funny, especially when they're like getting mad at each other because I did something, and I'm like, well, the consequences of my own actions. Here they come. And then I get scolded by both of them, and I'm like, fuck,
Yeah,
this is not what was supposed to happen.
that's what you get.
It was funny. You got to admit.
It is funny. I think it's hilarious when you get scolded by them.
Ah, that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about them going toe to toe. That's just hilarious to me.
I mean, that is amusing, but them scolding you is even better.
Yeah.
So, I guess I can go into the moon phase for this week. Uh, let's see here.
You even wrote it down in the server. Come on.
I know, but it's
Didn't
the
you?
25th now, not the 24th.
Oh, sorry. I didn't expect to go in a mini coma.
So, we are now in the first quarter moon in Scorpio, which the first quarter moon in Scorpio is a powerful astrological event that represents a time of intense emotions and transformation. This is a time when we may feel a strong desire to push forward with our goals, but may also experience deep feelings of uncertainty or doubt. And then the first quarter moon is going to shift into the waxing gibbous on July 28th, and it's going to be in Sagittarius, which means I don't know. Which means the waxing gibbous is a lunar phase with a. I don't know why it's telling me all of that. During the waxing gibbous moon, the light from the moon allows for some deeper introspection. But what does it mean when you have it in Sagittarius? That's what I want to know. And I don't want to hear it from fucking Cosmopolitan magazine. What the fuck? It was just ridiculous.
Obviously, they're a very good source.
Apparently, yeah, such a good source.
Isn't that a rag mag?
What?
That's what my grandma calls them, rag mags.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
what it means. I don't know what it means. But she always tells me to get her rag mags when we go to have her.
That's really weird.
Yeah, it is. I don't know why she doesn't just get a subscription service. Instead, she makes us go to have her to buy them every week. Well, not every week, but every time we go to have her, we have to buy them. I'm like, Grandma, just get a subscription. Then they come to the house.
Well, let's see here. The magic of the waxing gibbous moon is traditionally focused on the building of magic and spiritual power. It has a sense of knowing and anticipation about it, and certainly is a time. 3 or 4 nights in a month where there's at least sufficient moon energy present to do minor magical workings. That's like the best that I could find.
You did your best, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. Apparently, it's the perfect time for quick growth and manifestation magic. It is also a time for practice and trust that the intentions you set at the new moon will come to fruition at the full moon. So that's fun.
Always.
And then our broom closet tip for the week is draw protective symbols with lotion or sunscreen. You can integrate witchcraft into your morning routine in a way that's hard to see. Draw the Algaz rune and other symbols on your face and body using lotion, foundation, or sunscreen. You can spread the lotion later. The powerful act of drawing it is enough.
Exactly. So it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, it's the intention behind it and the physical act of you drawing the symbol and putting your energy into it and focusing on it, which I guess is intent. So, thank you for listening to this basic witches lesson. Follow us on Twitter at Occult Gays Pod. Visit our new website at www.occultgays.buzzsprout.com. And remember, your energy is yours and yours alone. Keep it secret, keep it safe. Bye!
Ooh.